What's good, EXPs? How are you guys doing today? It is hump day, and usually, as you guys know, I do my EXP check-ins. Let me let this up. I try to do them early in the week, but with Labor Day and just a couple other things going on, I decided to kind of wait and delay it. But nonetheless, I am here checking in with you guys, saying hello. First off, I want to know, how was your holiday? How was your Labor Day for all my EXPs who actually executed events this past weekend? How did your events go? How were the consumers? How was the process with regards to making sure that you stayed safe? How are you guys bearing with wearing the mask? I know it's hot in a lot of these cities, so how was that going? I definitely want to hear your feedback and your comments on that. I also wanted to come on today and talk to you guys about certifications to consider. A lot of EXPs have been reaching out to me and asking me, okay, Jay, during this time, what are some certifications that you would recommend that I receive? I'm looking to go more and receive tour opportunities, to move up into more management opportunities. So what are some certifications that you would recommend that I look into? And I say consider because I want to throw this disclaimer out there. Not every certification is for everybody. Not everybody may feel comfortable driving a 18-wheeler, a tractor trailer, excuse me, and obtaining a CDL. I am gonna say this, excuse me, if you are looking, and I've heard this from account managers, from experiential marketing agency owners, from staffing agency owners. I just had a conversation with the owner the other day, and the first thing he said was, when I told him I had my CDL-A and I was out here, doing on-the-road driving to supplement and pivot during this time, he said that was smart. And EXPs, especially if they want to move up within the experiential marketing industry, definitely should consider obtaining their CDL-A, because that is going to be the quickest way. Somebody call me, excuse me. That is going to be the quickest way to move up within the experiential marketing industry. So EXPs, I preface this by saying a CDL-A has helped me tremendously. I've had mine now for over 5 years. I've worked and executed tours where having my CDL-A was a huge asset. It propelled me to the top of the list to be considered for an opportunity and ultimately obtain an opportunity. Granted, there are programs where you may not have to drive a tractor trailer. You may be driving a F350, F450, but because of the weight of the actual trailer, by law, a CDL-A license is required. So if you're, deciding between obtaining a CDL-A or a CDL-B, my thing to you is, hey, if you're going to go to school, you're going to have to still take the same general knowledge test, the same air brakes test, do a lot of the same maneuvers just in a 26-foot box truck that I would be doing in a 53-foot trailer. Go ahead, if you're going to invest the money, if you're going to invest the time, and get your CDL-A. The A is going to trump the B every time, and the A is going to allow you to obtain more opportunities in the long run, especially if you're looking to supplement income in the times when the experiential marketing industry may be slow, especially during the winter when our industry comes back later on, in 2021. It's starting to come back now, but I can say from personal experience, having a CDL-A has allowed me to supplement income during the times when the industry tends to slow down. So if you're not there yet, if you are still, on the fence about obtaining a CDL-A, if you're not comfortable driving a oversized vehicle, even a box truck, then hey, you can also go ahead and get your DOT certification. I'm going to drop the links to how to obtain a DOT certification and why obtaining a CDL-A license is essential in the comments, because I've talked about these extensively, and provided resources and links that you can go to on my YouTube channel to obtain both of these licenses in any, both of these certifications in any state that you reside in. Of course, every state is going to handle this process differently in which you get your certification, but from a DOT standpoint, obtaining your DOT physical is a pretty simple and easy process. You just have to find a a center in your area that will allow you to come in and do your medical check. You'll do blood pressure, vision, hearing. You'll run through a series of different health checks to make sure that you are physically and mentally able to operate a large vehicle. So definitely DOT certification is the first gateway and one of the first steps that many EXPs take, because a lot of agencies may not have oversized vehicles or vehicles that are 26,000 pounds and require a CDL-A, but a DOT certification may be required, a health card may be required to operate a tour vehicle. So with the DOT certification, it usually lasts 2 years, as long as you are in good health standings and your blood pressure is good. But in the case that it's not, then you will have to either retest within 3 months or within a year of obtaining your first DOT certification. So definitely research, guys. Take this time. I've been preaching this before the pandemic, and I'm going to continue to preach it now. Obtaining certifications is essential. ServSafe is also another good certification to look into obtaining. About a couple months ago, they were offering this certification for free. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but definitely someone drop the link here in the comments after this video and check it out and see if you're able to go ahead and obtain your ServSafe certification. I went through the process. It took T and I no more than 2-3 hours to sit through, watch all the videos, take the test, and we received our certification, which was good for, I think, 3 to 5 years. EXPs correct me on that. And then we also went through the hospitality course with FAU through Mr. Ritchie, which was an awesome course. With experiential marketing, you know, we do a lot of things that are related to not only hospitality, but we do a lot with consumers. We do a lot of consumer engagement. So a lot of EXPs took advantage of that certification. It was free, and I think it was a great certification to obtain because it allowed you to have a different type of experience on your resume, but something that still related to experiential marketing and engaging with consumers as a whole. I remember back in 2011, I actually did a program, an experiential marketing program. I was the regional manager for a program in Atlanta at the Atlanta International Airport for Marriott. They were unveiling the Courtyard by Marriott, one of the brands within the Marriott division. We're unveiling the new Courtyard by Marriott look. So I had a chance to serve as the market manager, and we had a huge display in the Atlanta airport, and where it basically was, it mimicked the lobby of the new Courtyard by Marriott. So, and oddly enough, I was actually working at the Marriott part-time during that time as well. So that, for me, experience, it's translated directly into the industry that I worked in, but having that hospitality experience prior just assisted me as an EXP to be more engaging, to be able to interact with the consumers and be able to adjust to different type of consumers. Because as we know, you got to be able as an EXP to accept rejection, because not every consumer that you engage with is going to be welcoming and is going to want to hear everything that you're speaking to them about when you are, you know, talking about a product, a service, or just a brand and its benefits. So definitely hospitality certification through FAU, I know they're going to be offering that again, is key. Paul Ritchie, if you haven't already obtained your LinkedIn profile, go ahead and set up your LinkedIn profile, and you can connect with him there. He's over the hospitality division at FAU, Florida Atlantic University, and see when they're going to be offering that course again. But aside from that, digital marketing is on the rise. A lot more brands are moving towards digital activations, where they're going to be requiring an EXP such as myself or one of you to provide a more intimate consumer experience, whether that's walking them through how to use a product, how to use a certain brand, or how to just get acclimated to whatever product or service they may have purchased. So that's on the rise as well. But more than anything, if you are an EXP looking to continue to work in the industry, obtaining the necessary certifications to move you or advance you into the various management positions is key, because at the end of the day, if you love doing this, you got to make sure that you are setting yourself up to not only obtain consistent opportunities, but move into more management roles and opportunities where you can flourish. You might be someone who's saying, hey, you know what? This is just part-time money. I'm just looking to supplement income. I don't want the responsibility of having to manage people and deal with various personalities, and I totally get it. And if that's you, then maybe staying in the retail demo positions where you're interacting with consumers in different retail outlets, or even just serving as a brand ambassador, doing programs and where you can come home, check in or clock out and go back home and go back to what you have going on outside of working as an EXP. Hey, that may be what's best for you and where you are right now in your life. It all depends on your goals. As I always talk about, what are you trying to do, whether that's working in the experiential marketing industry as an EXP or outside of the industry as an EXP. Are you looking to transition into different avenues outside of the industry? Was this just a pit stop or a chapter on your book called life, and you are looking to move into other things, become an entrepreneur, business owner, and work outside of the industry? Hey, you got to figure that out and you got to decide. But at the end of the day, while you have the opportunity to obtain certifications, especially if you're in a state and you have government agencies and you're collecting unemployment where you can possibly get those certifications paid for, EXPs, family, friends, make sure you take advantage of that, okay? Because you never know how that certification may help you or may introduce you into different avenues in which you can continue to make money, okay? I'm a living testament. T and I have been able to transition and use our CDL-A license in different ways, and also expose us to different opportunities and ways in which we can create income outside of working as EXPs, all right? So with that being said, I'm about to hop off of here. We are currently here. Our light just went green here. Come on. Our light just went green here at the post office, and we are ready to wrap up and pick up our load. Well, our load is already in the truck. So we are loaded up, and we are about to head to Irving, Texas, and then we got a long 2 weeks ahead of us, all right? So I'll check in with you guys later.